All right, fuck it. Let's just cover all the trials. Did y'all see the Jonathan Majors video?
Oh, man.
Did I? Watched it on repeat for a minute.
Yeah, slow motion.
You had to. He's a
Where
track
was
star.
he running?
Away from her.
Far.
Away from
And
her.
she was keeping right up. She
So-
had a little
In
endurance.
heels.
Until she wasn't. That's what I said. I said, see, that's the problem with you psycho stalkers. You got to be in as good a shape as the nigga that was in Creed. The nigga that was in Creed has been training.
Got a little bit more endurance over here. I can go.
Yeah, he turned that second corner. She started huffing and he was still on the move. Go, Jonathan. I was at home rooting for, run, go! Jump over the guard!
Juke left.
Yeah, no, she's still there. She's still there. Hit the alley. That's what I was saying. Shout out to Jonathan Majors, man.
Y'all ever been there before?
What, huh?
Y'all ever been there before?
Yes.
Yes.
Running
It was
from the girl?
triggering a little bit.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I've been there before.
This is where a lot of the resentment come from with niggas that seemingly be throwing some hate on women because you've dealt with that psycho girl before. Many people have dealt with that level of psycho. Like when I saw that video, I said, "Oh, he had one of those psychos."
Yep.
And if you know that the person is one of those psychos, then a good third of all those women rules get thrown out the window. But the women never acknowledge that some of them are the psychos. So, yeah, this story could go differently than it's being publicly painted.
That's true.
That's where the problem is.
That is true.
True.
To that you say,
We've talked about Meg and Tory. We've talked about Meg and Party. We've talked about Cardi and Offset. Now we're talking about Jonathan Majors and
Psycho girl.
and Grace.
Psycho white girl.
Yeah. The consistent thread throughout all of this
And
is
white girls with short hair. White girls with short hair. Don't just laugh over it.
I can't speak to the level of psychosis that
Didn't
a woman
single white
has.
female cut her hair? Y'all probably too young for that.
No.
Ice
Yeah.
and Parks.
No, don't do that.
I think single white female cut her hair when the girl cut her hair.
She
And now
styled her hair to look exactly
And now
like
she was
her.
a white girl with a short haircut.
Yeah.
And that is, y'all think Jada Pinkett is bad.
All right. Keep his wife's name out your mouth.
The short hair girls, we do have to have a talk about them at some point.
I'm trying to think who else.
You guys are gonna have to. I don't know what happens. Like
Try to
short
think
hair
of-
makes
but
you
you might-
crazy.
you might be
Get
right.
your
Go
shit
ahead.
off. Get
Okay.
your shit off. Go ahead.
Just basically saying that there's a lot of gray area. All of it's spilling out into the public sphere, but there's so much gray area of the stuff that we don't know. You know what I'm saying? There's like, in terms of the microaggressions and all the shit that happens that compiles up into like the moment where everything fucking explodes. That's what we're seeing. We're seeing the explosion, and we're all like pontificating about who's crazier, who's the crazier one in the situation. And it's just all muddy water. You know what I'm saying? So when I look at the Jonathan Majors situation, what I'm seeing is I'm seeing a guy who's literally trying to avoid a physical conflict. That's what I'm saying. But I've all
So how's it muddy water?
Huh?
What's muddy about that water?
What's muddy about is the state of their relationship and how it even got to that point. That's the muddy
Who cares
water.
if you see somebody actively running away from somebody?
Because there's also the car. There's also what transpired in their car. There's all this. But I've been.
The guy that's beating up the girl is not also trying to run away from the girl.
You forget, I'm the one that came in here and was Team Jonathan Majors from start.
That's true.
What does that mean?
Meaning that I have always been on the side of, I think that Jonathan Majors is being maligned in this situation. We have to wait for all of the facts to come out. So I've been on his side.
You have.
Yeah.
What? I'm with you.
Yeah.
You did say that.
So I'm just saying there's just like a consistency, like in terms of like the theme of what we're talking about in terms of relationship. Waters get muddy when we start talking about people's relationships and the explosions that we witness, but not everything that is like the lead up to it. All of like the minute things that add to what it becomes.
Okay, but now, if that was reversed.
No, in this situation, I think he's running to protect himself.
He was.
1,000%. That's what I see.
Okay.
That's what I see. That's my answer to this. That is what I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like. Like I said, as somebody that's been there before.
So then call out the psycho white girl.
So you saying you don't know what got her to that point?
Because I don't know her.
We don't have to. But if I'm fearful enough, That's why I asked you, if this is reversed and a woman is running from a dude, we're not going to sit there and say, well, what happened to get to that point? It's going to be, yo, she's clearly trying to get away from this nigga.
Yeah,
I get it. And I'm not going to say that
It sounds like you're playing both sides of the fence.
No, I'm not going to say that I agree with her actions. I'm not going to say that at all.
Then say I disagree.
I disagree with how she handled herself, but in the throes of like that level of emotion and hysteria and stuff like that, I think that it's really reductive to call somebody a psycho. And again, I am been team Jonathan Majors, but I get maybe it's a little triggering.
No, she's psycho.
That's psycho.
She's psycho. I know that women have a problem. Some women have a problem with being called psycho or crazy. But some of that shit is psycho and crazy.
Chasing someone that clearly wants to get away from you, regardless of your gender,
Even if it's in the name of love.
Yeah.
It's psycho and crazy, and there are better ways to deal with problem management. There's better ways to troubleshoot.
Agreed.
And
Totally.
if I got to run away from you
That's bad.
and I know I could physically overpower you, there is some psychosis there.
If
I'm afraid.
I'm chasing my partner in the street who just came off of the biggest movie in his career. He's recognizable. He's famous. I am not playing my part.
All of that
right
to the
now.
Yeah, no,
side.
it's-
Sprinting through
I'm not in
Midtown
my right
Manhattan.
mind.
No, it's funky. Like it's messy. It's like it's super messy. Again, this is not in defense. It's just the word psycho is
Okay. You don't
to
wanna
me
call her psycho
is like
without
is
knowing
super
more.
reductive because we
I'm
don't
trying to reduce her.
got it.
I'm trying to figure out why you not trying to reduce her.
Neutral Budden.